Are we becoming cyborgs? Now, before I talk about this one, this is going to be one of my technology opinions, and you might find this to be completely crazy, but I want you to think about this for a second. I think about society that we live in nowadays. I really think that we're becoming half cyborg. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing, but I'm saying we're half cyborg. And what I mean by that is we're working with machines. I mean, we're part machines. We're dealing with machines. And you might think that this is crazy in every possible way. You might say to yourself, there's no way we're half machines. But think about this. What percentage of the world population has a cell phone above the age of maybe 12? I think it's safe to assume that it's probably about 50 to 60% of the population. Let's say 3 billion people. How many of those billions of people are using their phones every day? Most of us have a smartphone that we use every day. So what I mean by half cyborg is I mean that there are times almost every single day we have a phone and we have our device that we are using, interacting with other people. And so that's what I mean. I mean, I guess the idea of a cyborg is someone that's half human and half machine. But in the sense, because we have this technology, we're kind of half machine. Because now, how often is it when we walk down the street, we'll use a Google map, or we're interacting with people all the time. I'm not saying that it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying we have to understand that now in our society, it's just the way we are. Human beings are with technology. You very rarely see people without technology now. It's a reality of the world. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But it is an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to think about, because I think it's not too long from now that you'll have, what's the next step? I mean, we have a smartphone, but there'll be a point where technology, and this is what's fun for me to put this YouTube video up so that when this finally happens, I can go, look at this video that I published on this day, you know? We're going to reach a point where you will see, they tried to do the Google Glass, so you'll have images up here, but wait to the point where they can put a chip in your brain, or a chip, I was going to say, is a chip in your brain or some kind of glassware that you can wear where you're interacting with stuff and you no longer have your smartphone. You can just say, I want to watch a YouTube video, and all of a sudden your vision is just engaged in the YouTube video. I'm going to bet that technology is going to exist within 30 years. I'm taking that leap that about 30 years from now, there'll be at least really good glasses that you can wear where you can do that, contacts that's totally immersive. So we'll have to see. Because we see that now with virtual reality, we can see the interest that exists in this. So this is my theory on this, is that yes, we are half cyborg. Will we be full cyborgs? Maybe not now, but maybe in the next 50 years. And the term cyborg itself just means being, working with machines. And even if you don't have a smartphone, I mean, what percentage, again, of the population is at least using a computer for a couple hours every day during the day hours? I mean, what place of business doesn't have email? So we are really, really interconnected into this thing that we call the internet. And we are working with machines constantly. So, just my observation. Thanks, guys. Take care.